to nudge you in the direction of the next interview because it has to do with entrepreneurship, and I love anything to do with entrepreneurship.
And young people as well.
Oh,
All
bonus.
right. With all that's happening globally, local entrepreneurs and small business owners have been looking for other ways to expand their market. The Massey Group has arranged for space in selected Massey stores for new products created by small local business in branches across the country, paired with a social media campaign on a new platform called Nudge. Here to tell us more about it is Anya Youngchi, former Project Runway winner, and Julie Avey, the Senior VP of People and Culture at Massey Group. Good morning and welcome.
Good morning.
Thank you for joining us this morning. And first off, I want to know I want to know everything we need to know about Nudge.
Shall I start, Anya?
They'd like to know everything they need to know about Nudge.
Yes, that's right.
Shall I go ahead? Well, good morning. Thank you very much for having us. First of all, it's really a pleasure to be here. The last time I was on was to talk about No Greater Time, which when I was thinking about it this morning, really there's a connection, I think, between being able to be civically responsible and create things that will have an impact on society. So Julie and I together are partnered to create Nudge, which is, as you mentioned, it's a social enterprise that creates space for entrepreneurs, MSMEs, hopefully not just in Trinidad, across the region, but of course starting in Trinidad in partnership with Massey. So just in terms of what's happening right now, there are pop-up stands in 8 stores across Trinidad where there's a combination of health and beauty products, fashion, a wide range of artisanal products that are all each individually owned by entrepreneurs. So they are available for sale. They're, as I said, in 8 stores, 3 superstores, and 5 other stores that are, you can find the pop-up that is labeled Nudge. It's not hard to miss. You won't miss it. It's right at the entrance of most of the stores.
That is exciting news, especially for entrepreneurs who are now upcoming and having this little push, a little helping hand to really get into the industry and get sales and such. Anya, what's your role in this project specifically?
Well, as I mentioned, Julie and I are partnered, and I am bringing to the table what I would consider design strategy, creative direction, partnerships, and together we have evolved the idea from when Julie first approached me to have a conversation, which I'm sure she will expound on. And so my role is really to have a voice for the entrepreneurs because I am an entrepreneur myself. I've been doing various different types of entrepreneurship over the last 10 years, ever since I first started my first clothing line. So I really feel very strongly about the power of entrepreneurship and the power of what we're calling micro is mighty, the ability for micro and small enterprises to have a massive transformational impact on our economy and our communities. And so it's been an absolute pleasure working with Julie on this.
That's such wonderful news that is going so well so far. But Julie, what has the feedback from the public and the businesses involved been?
To date, it's been very positive. Just yesterday, one of the ambassadors at one of the stands was saying she needed new receipt books. So we were very, very excited that sales are going well. And more generally, the conversation that we're having in Massey and also with different partners and potential partners is how this could really make a difference as traditional work is disrupted. So I think one of the conversations that we are having across the group and with different business leaders and with entrepreneurs and people that have been working in this field for many, many years is that technology is disrupting traditional work. The economy is disrupting many businesses. So whatever we can do to support small and medium enterprises to get to that next stage it's just got to be a good thing. So I think my role, and Anya and I talk about it quite a lot, is representing big business where we have these platforms and where we have the strength and the presence and the reach across the region, and working with Anya and really listening to what the entrepreneurs have been asking for, what small businesses need support with. So my role is really in listening to that and seeing how we in big business can serve more. Because at the end of the day, when the economy is stronger, when the community is seeing opportunities. These are all of our customers. These are all of our friends. These are our partners. So that's my role, very much one of listening and partnering with Anya to ensure that these bridges are built between the entrepreneurs and big business.
That's wonderful news. And, in the time of this pandemic, I guess unique challenges would have been met. So if any, Anya, could you tell us what challenges you would have met due to the pandemic with this project?
Well, in terms of the entrepreneurs that we're currently supporting, and as Julie said, we've taken considerable effort to listen to the needs of the entrepreneurs, not assume what they need. They've told us they need more exposure to increase sales. They need just generally more brand awareness and leveraging the Massey distribution network to afford them, in the first instance, more eyes on their products, more opportunity to interact with new customers is one level of serving a certain need. And then, of course, sales, giving people more opportunity to sell their products, to distribute across different networks because they don't necessarily have access to different parts of Trinidad. And gradually, we hope to expose them outside of Trinidad to export markets and also create community, as Julie mentioned. A lot of the joy of what we've experienced over the last 2 weeks since we launched, a week and a half, is just seeing a lot of hope, a lot of community sort of support one entrepreneur to another, and generally amazing positive conversation to encourage each other through this time.
Definitely. Now, how can interested entrepreneurs get involved? Are there any specific requirements for the entrepreneurs who are interested, or can anyone really sign up?
We have a form on our website so that entrepreneurs can send in their information. And what we are in the process of doing as well is we will have different tiers of entrepreneurs. So we might have immediate startups, that haven't had a business before. And this current launch with the pop-up stands is not for that cohort. That's something for the future where we really want to see how we can support, whether it's through skills development or other things, support the startup entrepreneur. The tier that we are supporting right now are entrepreneurs that have proven, that have already been working at this, that have maybe been displayed at some of our local markets, upmarket bits and pieces, the green market, and really helping them get to the next level. So basically, if you go to the website, nudgecaribbean.com, there is an online form that you can fill in, and we are going to be going through that to get back to every single person to let them know what's the next stage and how we can support them.
That's great news. And before we close off, what's the long-term goal of this project?
Well, that's a good one. One of the things that Julie and I have spoken a lot about is our, I guess, faith and of course, well, not only faith, but recognizing the power of creativity in this region and harnessing that to bring even more opportunities to the people who are just exploding with talent. And I think what we've done is we've gone to market knowing that we will evolve as we grow. We know that this is a co-creation with the entrepreneurs that we're working with, and at all levels, as Julie mentioned. And I think essentially we'd love to see Nudge across the entire region, even including Latin America. Of course, being partnered with Massey gives us a tremendous scope for what that could actually look like. But really and truly, it's to see the interaction between people really expand, the customers and the entrepreneurs and the entrepreneurs, big business and small business. It's an ecosystem that we're feeding into and fueling and recognizing that as a whole, we can really bring this region forward.
I love that directive, and I love that drive. And as you rightly said, we are exploding with talent here in the Caribbean and, of course, here in Trinidad and Tobago as well. So with that, I want to thank you for your time this morning. Anya Ayangchi, former Project Runway winner, and Julie Avey, the Senior VP of People and Culture at Massey Group. Thank you again for your time. All the best for the project moving forward, and keep up the great work.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
All right, take care.
Anya is a good one,
Yeah,
She's always
always
involved in something new, something fresh, you know.
That's right,
putting
and
stuff
something that
forward.
supports other people.
Yeah, she's an activist, you know.
Yes, she is.
Yeah, definitely.
Big time.
Good morning to you, Anya, and thank you so much for the work that you're doing. Well, as you saw just now, Ainka is on set, but yes, girl, you always be ready.